Hey there guys, and welcome back. So, as the title says, we are designing some more mechs. One of those things, if you have been following the channel, LiteLike has been lacking in thumbnails for a while now. And that's because I got tired of just using scouts in the thumbnail. I think it's one of those things, right? I actually got some compliments once I started adding the 3D models in and stable diffusion, because I was told that it looked like I was putting more effort in. One of these things where I actually wasn't. It's just that it was higher quality assets. Obviously, I have not practiced drawing terribly much. So even though I spent a lot more time doing the earlier thumbnails, which are all, well, not necessarily hand-drawn, but drawn on the computer with my mouse and cursor, you know, one of those things. Those had a lot more effort in, but evidently they were not as appealing. So I switched over to 3D models, and those have been getting a better reception. And because I only had just many assets designed, I was trying to get this guy up and running. This, as you have, sorry, wow, I cannot speak today. This, if you have been following the channel, is my motherboard, or mainboard rather, case for my Ender 3. I just redesigned it to have, you know, a couple different features. First off, it is certain features that were specifically for printing were removed. I added in the covers that I was going to add post-production in the 3D model, like in real life. In real life, I was going to add acrylic covers and LEDs in these areas. Since that wasn't in the model, I had to add those in. And I gave it this black shiny chrome coating, which annoyingly, as you can see, reflects evidently an empty warehouse. So one of those things. You may not have seen that in the thumbnail, because when I pull the models for the thumbnail, I actually go into the web view on Fusion, 360's website, on Autodesk's website. I go into the web view and I actually take the screenshot from there, because you can actually set different lightings and such, so that reflection itself would not show up in there. So that is the whole rundown there, where we're at. As for, I guess I'll get some announcements out of the way. Obviously, let's see. Had a late weekend, not as many streams because I was mostly working on LiteLike and the animation program. I did some work on the animation program off stream, trying to get it fixed up. I am pretty close. It's just I haven't been devoting that much time to it. I really need to just sit down and hammer out the last little bit, and then we'd be ready to go with that again. LiteLike, on the other hand, I just finished this evening my 5th 1 hour session for the, and well, 5th 1 hour, what do you call it? 1 hour, well, whatever. We're on session 22, which is why I was trying to say not session, but we're up to 5 hours now on this session 22, which is obviously way more than the 2 hours we were doing before. And again, this all just comes back to just getting the UI design down, which takes time, and a lot more time than coding the actual logic, because one of those things, I could bang out logic pretty quickly. So that is the big slowdown there. It looks like by the end of hour 6, which will happen tomorrow, I should be able to finish up that session. And the goal for session 22, the reason that I went this far, went 6 full hours onto it, was to have the combat event completely wrapped up, which means including being able to collect your rewards, your loot, after combat. So that's what I'm finishing implementing in the next hour tomorrow evening, and then you can expect a LiteLike recap after I get done that. So that is the plan. What day is today? Is today Wednesday? Holy cow. Yeah, today is Wednesday. So Thursdays, as I've said before, are a bit busy for me. I think I can still do it. Yeah, it is just a LiteLike recap, so chances are that will probably end up being closer to 9 p.m. than EST, rather than the normal, well, I say normal, but it frankly can be anywhere between like 7:30 and 8:30. Well, I don't think I normally go later than 8:30. I think it's probably between 7:30 and 8 is what I normally do recaps on during the week for LiteLike. So you can expect one of those. Further news, I am at the fitting stage for my next project. The project, so I've been alluding to the fact that I've been doing projects offline because I am not entirely sure whether or not these are actually going to turn into anything. It looks like this specific one, I'm thinking probably will not turn into anything except for a finished product. Like, there will not be very many 3D printed parts, and I'm basically already done. I'm just fitting the 3D printed parts right now. So that being the case, this project will actually just have a I made a thing video for it, similar to, for example, my fume extractor, my soldering station fume extractor that I did, where I just show you guys that I made a thing, and then, you know, go over how I made it, etc., 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 instead of doing the design online, because again, this thing doesn't look like it's going to have very many 3D printed parts. So that is the update on the other project. And then beyond that, honestly, the reason I am doing this stream right now is because we really do need more design streams. I have been very light on those because I've been doing mostly programming, and programming has been almost exclusively recaps at this point instead of live coding. So one of those things, need a design stream, which is why we're doing this now. And after this, you can look forward to, I'll find something to do that should be pretty straightforward and easy to do on stream, to find something to design that will be easily completed. So that is the long and short of it. As for what we're doing here, as you can see, I put a picture in here. So originally I did not have a good idea of what I wanted to do for this mech. This mech I honestly started like months ago and then just never came back to. This was going to be the player mech. And I was thinking, instead of a bipedal mech, I was thinking a four-legged mech. And I kind of got this weird industrial booster rocket pad down here. That's what I'd come up with originally. And then this afternoon, while I was thinking about doing this stream, I was like, you know what? It might be pretty interesting to try to copy and do something similar to the lunar lander, Apollo 11 lunar lander, just as kind of, you know, an homage, I guess. Just have that, what you call it? That, sorry, looks like I dropped some frames there for some reason. Fascinating. Regardless. Just some continuity, I guess, and some theme resemblance to the real world, despite the fact this takes place far into the future in theory, unless it is in a galaxy far, far away, long, long ago. But no, it's far in the future. That is where LiteLike will be taking place. So that's what we're doing, and this otherwise is just a chill stream, you know. And all my intention is just to have a chill little, let's design some stuff on stream. I actually meant to add this to the art playlist. I totally forgot. Let's see, can I do that on the fly? It looks like I can. Oh, whoops, and I forgot to change the, what you call it altogether. It was actually underneath the Ender 3 electronics case, because I just copied the settings for that. So now it is properly filed underneath the art playlist, and that should give you a sense of where we're at right now. So one other thing I will say about how we're designing this today, and I say this because I'm not sure how long this will take me to get done, this specific model, but any models we do today, they are not going to be designed for 3D printing at this point. They're just going to be designed to be models. So that is that. I guess the only thing I maybe should keep in mind is scale. Yeah, I guess that's probably what I should keep in mind. So let's see, this guy was what, 6 inches did we end up with? Let's check. Pick up him. Body size. Change parameters, yes. Body size. Body size. Yeah, 6 inches. So I will be keeping it round about there, I guess, to keep it relatively, because one of those things, I can in post, so when I'm making the thumbnail, I can make things bigger and smaller like that, but Fusion does not really, like, for example, this scale. I don't think this is going to, we can try it. I've never actually tried it before. Yeah, I can't select the actual component itself. I can probably, yeah, I don't know what actually I can select with this. Let's see. Actually, let's try this. Oh, you know what? This is, yeah, so this is linked. So let me try that over here then. I could try breaking the link and seeing what happens, but yeah, okay, so I can select anything, but still cannot select the full model. So, one of those deals. Okay, maybe we can select everything and scale it like this, in which case I would want to break that link. So let's see. Okay, but that happens. Okay. So that's not great. If I do this, okay, that's just the dimensional uniformity. Yeah, so that causes problems, obviously, as you can see. Funny thing is that the rigid groups stayed linked up. So the rigid groups stayed linked up, but most of the other joints broke. Like, you can still see the joints on the model, but they did not follow the model itself. Let's see, what's this one here? I'm trying to get this guy. Actually, is it that guy? Is it that guy? No, that's the tail, right? Well, we can still try with the tail. I'm curious. Now I'm playing. This is not productive. Okay, yeah. So that joint point is way off over there. I wasn't sure if it would snap back into place was the only question. Don't save. So anyway, since scaling up would be something of a problem in the program, again, can do it in post no problem, but in the program could be a little bit of problem. We will go ahead and attempt to keep everything around about 6 inches. So the main body around about 6 inches. We'll figure out whatever the legs look like from there. So let's see. Want a square thing here, and then some, looks like an array of 3 objects up in here. I'm trying to 3D navigate a 2D image. Let me just on the other screen really quick take a quick look to see if I have any other, or not necessarily any other, but yeah, that's funny. Okay, so I thought it was a big octagon at first, which is why I got a little bit confused at this, because it doesn't necessarily look like an octagon. And by octagon, I mean whatever that would be translated into 3 dimensions. So I see this actual scale model, and unfortunately it's only a scale model from the back. Yeah, it's interesting. It is really interesting, because some of this does not look like the other parts of it. So I'm a bit confused, but I think we'll get the spirit. Alright, so let me just toss a quick I think I will keep this foot. I wasn't sure if I was going to keep this foot now that we were doing this, but I think I will keep the foot here. Yeah, it should be fine. So let me just toss this quick sketch in, however, too. We'll make it a square just because the object is going to be squarey. So let's call this 6 inch and equals that. There we go. So if we compare that to the leg, yeah, that's not bad ratio for the leg. And then we'll have, I've got these 2 support joints back here. And yeah, I guess we'll figure out how to make that work. I guess they could go towards the base, kind of like this, right? And then we could have the leg coming up here and then back down, frog leg it, like in the picture. And it actually looks like, if I'm looking at this correctly, they have this Y shape just like that. So yeah, actually those 2 supports right there, we will be able to use. Okay, cool. Cool. So this leg is on origin right now, which is a bit annoying. Why did I do that leg on origin? I mean, I know exactly why I did that leg on origin, but I guess we'll just have to move it into position later. We will turn it off. Let us start with the body. This is legs. Pop back up here to Mech. New component. Buddy. And we will draw it on origin like the other one so I can complain later. And let's see. So, going back to my pictures. Yeah, so the front side, I'm not going to copy it exactly, but I do want it to be recognizable. So it looks like we've got a roundish, hexish front side. Front cabin. And then it gets kind of hexy around the sides. It looks like maybe, I'm guessing maybe one of those is a fuel tank. Or maybe that's 2 fuel tanks, one on each side. Okay. So yeah. Alright. You should be like that. Get you centered. Turn that. You know what? Let's do that and turn the legs off instead. That is centered. And this is going to be the base, so I think, yeah, it makes sense to do this at 6 inches, like we were talking previously. And we will make this base square. And then the rest is going to be the funky octagonal shapes. Actually, is this square or is this a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, this looks like it might be an octagon on the bottom as well. Let's go for, actually, so an octagon is 8 sides. I'm going to have 4 legs. Yeah, that makes sense. No, that does make sense. All right, so let's change that then. Deleted, and polygon. Yeah, you know what? Just give me that one. And sides is going to be 8. And this is going to be 3 inch. There we go. Perpendicular. And I don't really like putting the center point itself on the origin because that always gets sloppy when you try to move stuff around. So I will draw my line in. And that's interesting. What here is unconstrained because that's dictated as horizontal. That is dictated in space, and this is dictated in height. So what is unconstrained here? What was the text command again? I was trying to remember this. Whoops, down here. Sketch dot show unconstrained. Is that right? All right, sketch. No. Oh, under constrained. Okay, sketch dot show under constrained. Yeah, it's saying all the points and all the curves. Thanks, guys. Doesn't exactly tell me. Yeah, they're not under, under constrained. Whatever, here, ready? I actually realized this before, ready? I'm gonna go ahead and hit the lock button and all of it will snap into constrained. Bam. Because it knows that everything is constrained. Alright, I'm done complaining. We will move on with our lives. So, the base, again, keeping it in our 6x6 area, I'm going to make this 1/3 of the height and then 2/3 of the height on top. So that will be 2 inches. And actually, I should have 2 inches. New component. Okay. Base. Just in case we need to reference this later. Base design. And we'll go ahead and put attachment points. So we're going to need 2 at the bottom and 2 right above them. So they're going to be, yeah, they're at kind of funny angles, right? So let's where's my canvas at? Canvas, you know what? We will hop up to the top so I don't drag it in here. So if you look here, they're going this way and that way. So they're heading towards the center of this edge. And they're going at these angles, you know. Now this angle can just be horizontal. That angle, we can call it whatever, but it looks like maybe a 50 or a 60, maybe closer to 60. 55, 60, somewhere in that range. So the down here, it's one of those things. They got a bunch of linkages actually. So they've got this linkage going back towards the center here. They got a frame right here, it looks like. Whether or not that moves, I don't know. And then another linkage towards the center, but up top it looks like it is just a single linkage coming down. So. From center too, yeah. So if we look at the other side, there's that there, and then this up and in. It looks like this actually comes across, although that could just be... Let's look over here. It's a little hard to tell. Okay. Well, that's the plan at any rate. So this is front, so I think I want to do it here, 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 and here. Instead of straight on the front. So I want them at the angles. So instead of having a leg right here, I think I'm going to go right here. Oh, Control Z, go back to base. Shoot. Yeah, see, that's the trick. That's the trick. So I actually don't want it there. So let's Control Z that. I want, I guess, plane through 2 edges. There it is. That one and that one. Yeah, that should be correct. Okay. There's that. Now we should, in theory... Oh no, that's not going to be correct, is it? Let me intersect. Whoops. Ah, stop it. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to go across. I want to go this angle. Okay. Finish sketch. Let me just hit Control Z again. Because the sketch constraints are obviously going to break when I do that. So this actually was supposed to come over here. This is front, right? Yes. Okay. That's the angle I wanted at. I think that's the angle I wanted at. I was expecting it to be like this. Or no, like this? Where's my plane at? Oh, I screwed the plane up again. Great. Okay, I didn't project anything yet. Control Y. I'm a ditz. Not there, there. Yes. Yes. This is my front, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. There we go. That is exactly what I wanted. Now I just want to... we can take the body, yeah. If I'm going to project, though. Better do intersect, and then... alright. Not to be too annoying, but... I do think that I have made a poor decision because back to these linkages are not actually going parallel with this plate, this face right here. Collinear with this face, I should say. They're actually coming out at an angle, right? So that is actually still incorrect, unfortunately. What is the best way to go about this? Because this is actually kind of difficult. I think I might actually want to do it from the top down just to make it easier on myself, so... nope, forward. Forward. Redo activate. Top of base. Top. Select. Tweep a base. What am I? From New Jersey? Alright. This should be easier to draw. So, I want a... Well, let's project. This time I will actually project. And I will project that form instead. Profile, whatever you want to call it. Easier to draw because all we got to do is draw a triangle. And this would be 45, or not 45. Nope, not 45. This would be 30. Not 30. Wait, 60. I can maths. 60, 60, 60. There we go. So we can draw that. That's the linkage layout itself. And then we can toss in... Yeah, let's toss in this. Parallel. And one of those things doing it this way because sometimes offsets get a bit messy. And let's call this 8. Does 8 look like the correct thickness? Because again, this is going to just be the looks for right now. I think that does look like the correct thickness. There's that. We're gonna have a leg going at an angle this way. Yeah, I think I'll probably draw these separately, so I think I'll use this just to lay it out. And maybe put a right angle in here. Should it be a right angle or should it be... Nah, it probably shouldn't be a right angle. It probably should be parallel to that. So we'll go ahead and extrude out the connection points at the bottom like this. Alright, it's not going to give me parallel. And then we'll toss the linkages in there. And then the pistons, the hydraulics. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, it may be better off to actually mirror this stuff around. Wow, the linkages at the bottom here are pretty weird. Can I get a better look at them? Alright, there we go. Does that go all the way across? Do they cross? It looks like they cross. Okay, here. Open image. Drag this over for you guys so you can see it. So you see down here. Let's see if we can zoom. So I wasn't sure what was going in here, right? But this actually looks like they do a cross shape, and then this pivots right here. That I assumed was a pivot to begin with. It looks like it actually pivots on the inside, but I'll just do it on the outside for my ease. And again, we're not copying it exactly. I just want something relatively similar. But evidently, this construction here flexes up and down, it looks like inside here, while also flexing in response to this guy, which is interesting. That guy, that's solid right there. Why is that solid right there? Does that make any sense? If that's solid, then this actually can't move. I guess maybe that's not one piece right there. Maybe that's a ring on the outside. And it just looks like one piece because it's a plastic model. So maybe that actually is a ring in this whole entire, what do I want to call that? Pulley kind of mechanism. Pivot. All moves. Although it's fixed up here. It's fixed up here, so this does not move. That does not move, I guess. And just this leg moves. That leg's the only thing moving? I guess that's how that works. Okay. Cool, cool. Good talk. Alright, get this out of the way. So, yeah, I think I am going to... Whoops, don't do that. Toss a center line here in here. I'll use a mirror here. And this thickness, probably closer to 6. Yeah, probably closer to 6. And we'll go ahead and extrude the... let me delete this right now because we're not going to be using that. Okay. Base. We are in front and from the bottom, I was saying. So, object. There. And we'll make it square, so 6 millimeters up. Join, and then I wanted that guy. Now, actually, I was kind of curious where this guy ends up. Yeah, okay, so that guy does end up at a weird angle. I wasn't sure, back to trying to get an angle on here, I was pretty sure this was going to be a weird angle relative to our octagon, and it looks like I was correct. It's funny. Let's see. Bring it straight out like this. Yeah, I guess that's alright. Alright. Huh. Okay, that's... Yeah. Okay. Control Z. Let's go back in here then. And this, instead of being parallel, will be perpendicular. Huh? Okay. Gotcha. Understood. I understand. And then we just do these points instead. 6. Maybe we should do the back points then in that case. 6. Okay. There we go. Cancel. Finish. And... yeah, plane's still off, so that's fine. I just wanted to have a flat surface here to cut through, so that's the only reason I did that. Let's see. Toss this in. Go tangent. 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 Then toss this in. Go. You know what? Let's go concentric here. And let's see. This is 6, right? Yeah, 6. So let's go 3 here. And that should be good. Finish E. Distance to object. There. Whoops, not there. Wrong there, wrong there. There. Okay, cut. Okay, okay. Let's pop back up in here. Not there, there. And I don't know. Let's see. This is perpendicular to that, so this one being perpendicular will be correct. Is this also perpendicular to this? Yes, it is. Okay, I guess that makes sense because these are parallel, and any line perpendicular to one parallel line is perpendicular to the other parallel line because math. So, make these 2. No, let's make these 2.5. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. Oh, I made this 8. I didn't make this 6. Okay, cool. So we can make this 3. We can make this 3 because then we'll have 2 in between. Maybe 2.5. 2.25. 2.25. I want some meat in there. 2.75. Would I be happy with 2.75? Yeah, I'd be happy with 2.75. 2.75. So that should give me 2.5 in here. Yes, 2.5 in there. And hop here, hop here. Finish, extrude. That guy, not that guy, that guy. Why you no profile? Oh, wait, I already selected something? That would explain it. Distance all. Flipperooski. Okay. Alright, so now we need the hydraulic thingamabob. I mean, this one is not actually it could technically be hydraulic. We could add it. I'm not going to add it in, but in theory, you could add a line out to it. Well, 2 lines out to it at any rate. This is outside leg linkage. Connector, pivot. Page layout. Doo-doo. Linkage slot. Okay, there we go. I guess we want it perpendicular. We could, yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let us come in here. I'm gonna add to this guy. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna add to that guy. Let us Where does this go? This goes in legs. Yeah, this really should go in legs. All right. New component. Linkage. Not visible. Sketch on that guy. Project. Yeah, actually, let's project the back one instead. Okay. Do that. Do that. Make that tangent 2. Let's turn this guy off now. That guy. And then I guess we'll just square it off. I guess it makes sense to square it off. Collinear, collinear, and tangent, and I guess we'll just put it right through the center. One of those things, either one works. There we go, and we'll extrude that out. I guess this is going to be a new component. From object, base, to object, picture, boop, 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 boop. Bottom hydraulic. Maybe we should have. Yeah, we should have. Desing. Instead of doing that, let us toss another line in here. That tangent, and let's extend this out by just a little bit. Okay. Did I not extrude a hole in there? Oh, I guess I did not. No, because I... Nope, not there. Shrink this guy up. There we go. I turned that into a construction line. There we go. Okie dokies. And then we can take this there, top of hydraulics. Control Z. That is in the wrong box. This one. Back of bottom hydraulics. Bottom hydraulics. Take the sketch. Project that out. Make a hydraulic. Turn the body off. Turn the body off. Let's see. Relative to that, I guess we will go with... Yeah, just a little bit bigger, I think. So, that will be 8. Construction line, extrude, Control Z. Make that a construction line as well. And extrude. And relative to the body, actually, you know what? We should probably, I think, probably go to this. To object, that guy. Join. Shell this out. Let's say it's 8, right? So let's say 2 wall thickness. Yeah, I think 2 wall thickness is fine. So that's 4 on the outside and 4 on the inside, right? Sounds good to me. And then How do I want to design this part? New component. I draw it. I got the control view on that one. Piston. Okay. I guess I come out like 3. It's a little tricky, but we can fix it probably later. Yeah, I think we'll fix it later. In case we run into it, because right now I'm extending this out a little bit further. So we start out here at this point. Right about here in the center of this line right here is where we're going to put the leg coming up. But the leg's going to be at an angle anyway, so we're going to probably have to play with that a little bit to get it connected correctly anyway. So, yeah, that's probably alright. There's that. Project out. That. Extrude. That to the inside. Yeah, you know what? We'll just go a distance because it really shouldn't be bottoming out over there anyway. So let's go -8. Should be fine. New body. Then I'm gonna need a center line. I don't have a center line set up on this thing yet, right? Right. I guess I didn't necessarily need a center line, but we're gonna put one in anyway. Could have done a different way. This is, I guess, the X midplane. Whoops. Back to that one. Give me. There we go. Intersect that guy. Toss this guy in here. We had 3mm on the other side, if I recall correctly. 3mm. This was tangent. This was 6. This was centered. Was this centered over here? No, that's not right. That wasn't tangent. No, this was centered here. That's right. That's how we did the other one. There we go. And then we can tangent this side. That there. That. You know what? Yeah, I guess this would be smaller, wouldn't it? Let's see. That is 4mm right there. 4mm. Centered there. And yes, this was the one that was tangent. That was tangent back there. There we go. Concentric. And I guess that is going to be 2 now, because that is 4 on the outside. And extrude. Why does that one look? I guess maybe it doesn't look longer. Maybe just because it's smaller it looks longer. Yeah, that's probably the case. And we will extrude this. Actually, you know what? That's right. I'm gonna have to shrink it down some because obviously it's gonna overhang the pipe right there. So let's make it 2. Symmetric 2. And we're gonna have to shrink that down. I forgot. And I don't feel like doing math right now, so let's just call it 2 and be happy with it. Finish. Whoops, 2 is not going to work if the inside hole is also 2. So that inside hole has to be 1. There we go. Alright, you know what? We're going to retry. We'll retry. 3. Because that looks a little silly, doesn't it? There we go. That's better. I'm not going to play with it any further. Again, there's maths that I could have done, but I did not, so there. Actually, the simplest way would have been to draw it this way and then draw the, cut out the features on the side. That would have been a bit easier. And that is that. So, next up is... I don't think I'm going to mirror it just yet. Let's see. Next up... let me take a quick look at the picture again. This one up like that. Do we want to do that one next? Or the leg next? Yeah, let's do the top linkage next. So... Actually, you know what? This is something I have not done before. Let me just do this. Current design. 11 lunar lander inspired mech. Guess that's good. There we go, and then I can pin this just for the reference, because obviously most of the time we can't see the lunar lander pic over here. So now it is in chat. Alright, so we're going to do the up part next. And for that, what would be the best way of doing that? Let's see, how far... It comes from... Yeah, it comes from about the midpoint, it looks like. Let me check my other pictures that I have for references. Actually, no, it looks like it comes from the bottom as well. So, just a little offset because, again, their linkage in the legs is a lot more complicated than mine. Yeah, so just above bottom. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and do a plane through angle here. And then offset. Does that make sense? It might make sense. Oh, Yogale. Thanks for dropping in. So plane at angle, and we're going to want to go up. Let's see. I think I said it was like 60 is what it looked like to me. And then we can go ahead and offset that. Actually, let's just make the component first. New component. Upper stabilizer. And then we'll do this. Plane at angle. 60. Offset. There we go. And let's see. 50? No, 50 is way too much. I guess that's like 15 then. Let's see. No, even that's too much. 10. 10 is probably maybe a little bit lower. Yeah, right, 5. 5 it is then. Yeah. Attachment angle. Top of attachment. There we go. Actually, the funny thing is, and by funny I mean kind of annoying, is that that is not, does not appear to be at the same angle as the rest of it, does it? Huh. Carp. Shoot. Shoot. How are we gonna do this then? Yeah, it's gonna be at the same angle as the other one. It should be at the same angle as the other one. So, I guess instead of doing it that way, we're going to just hop back to the other plane and do the side view again. I guess that makes sense. Cut that. I'll turn the layout back off again. Turn that off. Turn this foot off. And we said 60. That is the mythical magical fusion double line. $60. Whoops, 60 the other way. Actually, that's not going to be 60. That's going to be one. Let's see. 180 minus 60 is 120. Oh, we're at 120 already? Oh, you know what? That's why. I'm thinking of 60 like this is how I'm thinking of it. Like that. That's the 60 I'm thinking of. Parallel. And make it 6 like the other one. 6. Put it 5 up like we were talking about before. And then, let's see, the leg. Yeah, just barely clears the base, it looks like. Okay, just barely clears the base, so. Yeah, that's fine. So up to there. Up to there, please. Okay, that's right. Not to the point, to the line. Derp. Makes sense, makes sense. There's that. You know what? That was silly. That was silly because I'm going to do a pipe in here. Let's see. Because, again, this is rigid right here. I guess it doesn't need to be a pipe. I guess it could be a... Could actually just be a bar, couldn't it? Yeah. Where is... I know I just turned it off, but not the base design. Leg linkage layout. Yeah, if that's at top, then I guess we can go all the way up. See what happens here. What if I just make this a bar instead of... -6. Yeah, the funny thing is that as you can see, we're gonna be way off here. So let me really quick. The bottom linkage looks like it's going to be correct, but top one at this angle is not going to be correct. So we're gonna have to actually do it at a different angle in order to get the correct angle to get it to match. So let us just mirror really quick just to see what we're working at. Components. Mid-plane. I don't have a mid-plane. I was going to do the mid-plane at that line we put in before. Whoops. Plane at angle is what I was looking for. This sketch right here. No, not that sketch. That is bottom design. Where did I put? Oh, yes. Leg linkage layout. There it is. 90. Okay. So that's my mid plane. Linkage mid plane. So there's that. We need to go from, well, let me continue what I was doing really quick before the ADD kicks in. There we go. So yeah, so these linkages are actually a little too long because they're overlapping right now. So we got to shorten these guys up, but these guys are way too short up here. And that means that their angle is going to have to come in further. Only question is how much further. Again, there in theory would be math here, but we can always spitball it. Unless there's an easier way of going about this, which there is. So there is an easier way of going about this, right? We could loft instead and make the computer figure it out. I like that idea. That sounds like a great idea. Okay. So delete that because we're not ready for that. I guess I can just back up instead. We're gonna delete this though. And let's see. How do I want to draw this loft? Yeah, the nice thing about drawing the loft is that it is also I can also easily do round supports instead of square ones. I was going to do the square ones just because it was easier, but linkage face. First linkage face. But not necessary. If we do the loft. Distance that 5. Actually, let's go up a little bit higher. 6. And shrink that down to 8. And then probably go tangent to that line. Okay, so there's the bottom of the loft. Now we just need the top of the loft, which will probably be... Oh, shoot me. Gosh darn it. Alright, delete that. Redo that. Upper stabilizer. Come back over here. Redo what we just did. Easy. Project there. 8. 6. Tangent. Finish. There we go. Bottom of stabilizer loft. And now we come back over here to body, base. Oh no, we already have top of base. I don't have to come back over here to body. Top of base. Turn this sketch back off so it's not in my way. Turn that sketch off for a half a second. That stuff so it's not in my way. Actually, no, I take it back. I need to be able to see where I am at. So there's that. So I want this center line, and I guess we'll do center of the center line. And now we'll move back a little bit. That way it's a little bit more of a weird angle. And that should be tangent. Let's see. We're gonna have a box in here. Little box in here for it to connect to. We'll make that like 2. Actually, no, it needs to be like 2 plus 2 plus 2, maybe 2 plus 3. So I guess it's going to be 8 again. Center that up. There we go. Dot first. Center on the center line. Turn this back off because we don't need it anymore. Make it 8 by 8. And then we can go, this will have that will be, actually that one won't be, this will be parallel to that, and that wants to be at the midpoint of that right angle. There we go. You are not properly constrained. Get in there and set this distance here to 17. This was 8. Yeah, actually that should be collinear there. And the only question is how we want this. So I guess this I want to be 2. 2.5. 2.5 is fine. There we go. And that is our layout. So again, this part right here is the little, yeah, I can't really see it in this picture. Let me go ahead and pull over one of the other pictures I was looking at. Oh, that's right. We were looking at this earlier. This is the one we were looking at earlier. So that is that thing right there, or at least my version of that thing right there, which again appears to be some kind of pivot point. I'm assuming the inside here is hollow because, as we discussed earlier, these 4 sections right here appear to all be rigid, in which case this whole entire thing is rigid with the exception of that right there, which would be the only pivot it looks like. So again, slide in the middle for just this leg to connect to. Although mine is not rigid, is it? I was not designing this to be... no, I mean, it can be rigid. It can be rigid, but I realized that we need to toss this in here to know where it's at. This is the slot in the middle because we need to make sure that we are not interfering with that with this circle right here. So this circle, well, let's get that defined first. Undo. Two. There we go. And centered up. Centered up. And now. Okay, that... Evidently I didn't need to worry about that because that is already fine. So, let's see. Get in here. Collinear. That. There we go. Yeah, it's already not interfering, so not a problem. Why is that? That's interesting. Why is that undefined? Oh, not actually connected, that's why. There we go. And for right now, that is blank. Finish. Loft. That to that. Wrong one. Nice. There we go. Yeah, that is such a weird angle. And actually, that is squished. Let's see. Direction. Not gonna help. Direction. Not gonna help. Let's see. Yeah, I guess guide rail. I guess I should put in a guide rail is how I'm gonna have to fix this. Or guide rails, plural. Shoot. This is the difficult part. Yeah, I don't actually have a center line set up right now, so cancel. Let's see. I guess what I could do is 8 plus 6. No, 8 plus 4 plus 6. 4 plus 6 is 10. I could kind of hack it in here if I'm not too concerned about the looks. Actually. Let's try this. This is going to be a bit wonky. I haven't tried this before, but first time for everything. Let us toss 3D Sketch on. Project out that guy and that guy. Oh, I guess I can't project out like that. So 3D Sketch. Yeah, okay, so it's gonna ask for the plane if I do that. Why does it not ask for the plane if I project? Does it? No, it doesn't. Yeah, it just draws me that right there. So again, do not normally use 3D Sketch, so a little bit of a learning curve here. Let us do this, grab top of base. Can I not select top of base as my... No, I can't. Okay. Okay. Plan C. Plan C. Whoops, Control Z. Plan C is to take this bottom part and actually, you know what? Maybe we can fix it, make it a little bit better. So before we get to Plan C, turn 3D Sketch back off because it is horrible. Before we get to Plan C, we'll attempt to fix it this way, which is collinear and tangent to square off the top and see how it handles that loft. There's that to not that one. There. No. No, it doesn't. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. Okay. Nice. Okay. So, now back to Plan C, which is, I was going to do a different plane, but now that I've already drawn this guy, we'll just use that guy instead. Extrude this up. We'll see how it looks from here. To object. There. Now these guys are coplanar. Let's see. No. No. Okay, no. So. So. This is no longer tangent. This is now that divided by 2 plus 0.01. Finish. And try that again. To object. Huh, you still can't do it, huh? Let's see. One more attempt like this, and then we'll move on with our lives. 6. Distance to object. I was hoping that it just... okay. Not going to. It does not want to play ball. And I don't have any options down here to change the connection face. Alright, Control Z a few times. Okay, here we go. We'll try this one. We are on to Plan D now. Plan D is darn, this better work hopefully this time. Make you perpendicular. We'll put a plane in here. Shoot, is that going to work? Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. That might not work. I was thinking putting a plane at an angle here, except for dropped back inside of the body, and then extruding from there. Actually, yeah, I think that will work. Okay, I think that will work. So plane at angle 60. Yeah, so I'm gonna take project that. Okay. Toss a circle in there. That is going to be 8. Wait, how did I end up on the same plane? That is not accurate. There we go. This guy. Now project that out. Center point of that guy. 8. There we go. And now, actually not extrude, now loft from there. Turn the first guy off. That guy to that guy. Okay, that is a bit better. Yes. I think. Hard to tell. It kind of looks like it might still be getting squished, but it's probably alright. So we do that. And then we extrude. That does not appear to be the correct body I wanted to extrude. There we go. Distance to object. There. And can I do this? No, I cannot. Let us then, in that case, combine like that. Cut, keep tools. Extrude. Well, why do you keep on selecting random stuff? Why is it selecting that? Distance to object. Try this again now. Yes, there we go. Very good, very good. All right. There is that. Now we can come back up here. Huh. It occurs to me. It's gonna be a little funky. I realized I didn't give myself any space up here for this guy that we drew in. This box right here. This box is gonna be right here, and then will be in the way. I guess we could just extract the box up. It could just be a little over. That's probably alright. Yeah, that's fine. New component. Top joint. Top of base. Project this stuff out. Not that one though. I wanted this guy. There we go. And yeah, we'll go ahead and grab these guys while we're here. Let's go, let's say 6. Nah, 10. 10. Okay. I think I'll probably just round the corner. Cool, Gail. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Hope you have fun. Beat all the noobs. Do stuff like that. Where's my sketch at? There we go. Body. To object. Where's the midplane at? There we go. Why do you refuse to select the things I want, Fusion? There we go. -3. -4. There we go. And let's round that up a bit. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe just the top. Because I want to connect to that with the other thing. Okay. We'll stabilizer. Top of base. Project that and the bottom of that. Okay. And go ahead and attempt another loft here is what I was thinking. Join. And what if I change tangent, curvature, nope, connected, direction. I guess I could do. Well, let's try that one more time and see if we can't play with some more settings. Yeah, why does it want to wrap around there? I don't quite. Oh, because it's not connected. I understand why. Okay. So let's hop out to the side here. Top joint, there it is. Actually, we need the intersect. That is what we need. There we go. Finish. Where did my other sketch go? Oh, is it visible? It is visible. Okay. Loft. That guy to that guy. There we go. Now it's happy. Direction. Yes. Cool. Alright, now we just need to toss in the leg. And that's going to be a little rough. Sorry, I forgot you can see my actual, flashing notifications at the bottom. So let's see. First, let's go back and shorten this up, as we were talking about before. So bottom hydraulic leg needs to just be a little bit shorter. And where do we put that in? I guess we back this off by 2. Do it like that. And we'll hop back up here to linkage. And hop forward to see. Okay, that's fine. So now we just grab this guy. And back that guy up. Is that a side view? That is a side view. So let's cut this down to 1, which looks better. And then is not gonna be alright. I don't think it is. I think we need to back it up some more. So just redo what we're doing just now. That guy -4. I think that's probably alright. Let's hit the inspect button here. Minimum distance 2. I'm happy with minimum distance 2. Alright. So I guess it's a little funky, not gonna lie, because we need to figure out this angle here. I guess this angle, if I take this, which this is the mid plane, right? That should be the mid plane. Yeah, I guess I can draw it in like this. Okay, this should work. Let's see, linkage mid plane. I guess in that case, we come up here. Okay, good. I was gonna say, I hope that I didn't screw up and put the body in the leg for some reason. Did not, though. That's fine. Where are you visible? There you go. Yeah, I guess from here. Yeah, we can put the body in here, I guess. Linkage to mid plane. I will take the intersection of that body. I shouldn't actually have an intersection down here. I'm gonna click it anyway, just see what happens. Yeah, did not get one. Good. I'm going to need a projection in that case. Look at sketch. Project out. Let's see, it's a little difficult because it's kind of like the backside, I believe, is what I need to reference off of. And then let's turn that off right quick. Okay, yeah, it didn't give me everything. And upper stabilizer, turn that sketch off. Top joint, project. I kind of need that guy to see where I'm going here. And that should be good. So another one of these pivots in here. And then we need to go Well, we'll toss a rectangle in there, like we were doing before. That on there. I guess that ends up being 4. I don't know how I did that math. I feel like it should be 6. 6 technically fits in there. Okay, 6 fits in there. We'll take it. Tangent there. And you actually were supposed to be centered on... Yeah, okay, that should be the circle midpoint. Whoops, that was not intentional. There we go. And then I need this to be perpendicular and this mid to go through there. Okay, so that should work. Let's turn that off just to make our lives easier. And turn the linkage back on so we can extrude. Two-sided, distance to object there, distance to object there, key. And then that can go back off. Grab that. Project. And click that. Extrude. Bodies. Linkage. Let's see, where is actually the body itself? The linkage extends past the body, it looks like. I was gonna have a joint in here, wasn't I? No, I wasn't. I was gonna go past that. And actually, I realized my angle's wrong now, so... let's see. Distance to object. That... Okay, not like that then. And then I wanted to extend this by like 10. Yeah, that should be fine. So join, and then I've got to fix the angle. Because the angle is not actually going to be straight through there, I need to draw the connection in. Maybe I should do that first. Yeah, maybe I should do that first. Okay. Finish sketch. Then I got to come before this guy. And I should have an X-plane, right? I drew in an X-plane. That'd be the easiest way to do this. Bottom hydraulic. Constructor, X-plane. That is not the plane I was thinking it was. Whoops. Let's see. Ah, yeah. We can just grab top and bottom, mid-plane. Whoops, nope, cancel. Come into here first, and then do that. Mid-plane. Okay, now back up. Hop on there. Project out these guys, or intersect these guys. Okay. Draw in a box. Maybe turn them off first. Then draw in a box. From there to there, there to there, there to there, there to there, there to there. And I guess this is supposed to be horizontal. And then we just need to size it up. Let's say, well, first off, we're going to have that. Actually, do we need to put that in there? We may not need to put that in there. We probably don't need to put that in there. Probably do need to do this, though. That way we can cut that out, and then. How do we want this to look? I guess this, we'll go ahead and make this 2, and that 2. And then maybe toss this in here. This is... Was this 6 or 8? I think it's supposed to be 8, but let's check really quick. D, that's 6.32. Let's see. I don't want it to taper down. Actually, I don't have to. I don't have to. I can just tell it it's not that anymore. I can assert dominance. I am the one who decides. Where's the one connected to this circle? That one? Yes, it is. Good job. You are now 8. Finish. Come back here. So 8 is what we're connecting to, and 8 needs to be clear of these guys. So let's go 2 here, and then tangent. Whoops, Control Z. Tangent. There we go. And at that point, I guess we delete that and that. Maybe delete both of these then, actually, and instead of these being like that, we just make them tangent. 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 And what else is... Oh, we do not have... What happened to my 2? 2? Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Let's switch over the music really quick. Play. Do. Do this. And where is what is going on here? Why is this leg already here? Why are you here? Oh, I see why. Finish sketch and then scroll back. There we go. So, grab that stuff. bottom, linkage, there we go. From object, top of that guy, distance to object, bottom of that guy. Oh my goodness, Fusion. Stop clicking silly things. Okay. Yeah, I was going to just join this with the leg itself, have it welded on there. So I guess we just do body for now. And now, no. Yeah, that's the sketch we need to fix. And we need to intersect that guy. Toss a line in here to center on. I guess we'll just make everything. And this guy, where is your constraint at? Have you no constraint? Bodies. I don't see your constraint. Where's your constraint at? Okay, you know what? You are deleted. Right angle. And click on, or actually center point on that guy. Finish. Actually, don't extrude. We can come back here. And instead of that, we can click the sketch point instead now. Which will keep the bottom solid, which is what I was looking for. Key. Turn this guy off really quick because I don't want to join him just yet. I'm going to reposition him to be, let's see, as built joint. You know what? Yeah, that's funny. It doesn't actually work physically, does it? Whoops. One of those things. It's fantasy design, so it doesn't necessarily need to be illogical, right? Yeah. This piston extends out. That piston extends out. They're extending in the same direction, which means that actually, I guess nah, not really, right? Not really, right? Nah, it actually can. It can work. Here, I'm gonna get this aligned first. Let's see. Or maybe not aligned first. Maybe as built. It's gonna need its own component, I guess. Yeah, okay, that's going to need its own component. So let's send that to new component. So we can add these constraints in. As built joint. That and that. Revolve. Around that. Okay. As built joint. That and that. Revolve. Around that. Okay. And then align that to that. Okay. Well, I guess that is gonna happen. All right, let's hop into the bottom hydraulic. And I'm gonna need to add this before we mirror it. As built joint. Oh, please stop selecting the body fusion. This is in the foreground. You should be selecting this. Bottom hydraulic. That. And that. And that is a slider. Oh no, I selected the body in the whatchamacallit again, didn't I? That and that. Go away. There we go. Okay. Let's do that and make sure we add that too. Sorry, I just got a little bit distracted because I saw this finally popped up. I was wondering why this wasn't popping up on the mirror. Saw it finally popped up and I started looking at it. As built. Piston, that guy, slider, that guy, okay. Linkage, or actually, leg. Go to the end. Try this again. Okay, never mind. As built joint. Actually, this is going to have to go up here. Turn the body back on. Body back on. As built joint. That and that. This is a revolve. And that's fine. Right there. As built joint. I can't do that one yet. Let's see. We can do, however, rigid group. Rigid group. Base. Do not include children. And the upper stabilizers. Upper stabilizer, upper stabilizer. Okay, and then toss linkage. Rigid group. No children. Not. You are amazing, Fusion. I don't know how you select the things you select. Yes. Okay. Body. Let's check that really quick. All right, that is working as expected. Now, no. We go back to leg. Turn the sketch off. Align. Not that though. Yeah, I guess it's component. That to that. Nope, not yet. As built joint. That. Alright, you know what? Cancel. You are now your own thing. Where'd you go? Alright, so this is leg. This is leg collar. As built joint, that to that. And that is revolving around the center point. So long as I can select it. Is that doesn't quite look right. There we go. Now, no. Try this. All right, excellent. How'd you break like that? So the slider, okay, I see how it broke like that. I just don't know how it thinks that is aligned with that, is my only question. So let's undo that. Let's try aligning the inside face. Yeah, that's not quite aligned there, Fusion. Let's see. Try doing this. 20. Oh, I never. Okay. I see what happened here. I forgot to come over here and redo the bottom side as well. So let's see. That was somewhere back here. Nope, not there. I guess I can toss in, so this needs to be in base. Toss in a mid-plane here. Technically speaking, I probably should have done this one instead of the other one, instead of the linkage one. That is technically the mid-plane. And then, mirror features. Doesn't look right to me, but let's see what happens. Okay, was not correct. Let's double check what we're looking at here. Okay, I missed this guy. That would explain that one. Features. There we go. Leg. Come back down the end. Where is this constraint at? Where do I define that? Find in timeline. You don't know. You don't know where you're at in the timeline, huh? I don't know where you're at in the timeline either. Oh, because you're all the way up here. That is why. Find in timeline. There we go. Roll here. Call. All right. Take 10. Not that. Align. I'm gonna try the inside again first. Okay, inside again first is still broken. Huh. Huh. That is pretty hilarious. All right, I am going to say that that is a problem for future me. Getting that lined up. Yeah, Fusion doesn't even understand how the piston works there. Again, as I was thinking about it, I figured this could flex up, which would give this... No, I guess these are still trying to crash into each other. Okay, I take it back. Yeah, so technically the linkage does not work as I have it designed. I mean, it works just that if I turn this into solid instead of being pistons, then it would just be whatever, right? That'd be fine. But the pistons portions of it does not work. Because, yeah, both of these want to collide in the center there. So, that makes sense. Alright. Too much time spent on one thing. Let's grab that foot. Let's see. Actually, I don't want to grab the foot just yet. Let me do the attachment for the foot first. The foot, one of those things, I did that originally way back. And let's look at the top of that. Not that. There we go. So, oh, that's right. I was going to put the linkages here. I totally forgot about that. These won't line up anyway, so these probably just get deleted. But my idea was to have a ball type joint in the top here, as you can see. Obviously, it doesn't have very much range of motion, but the idea was that it didn't need very much range of motion originally. It just needed to pivot a little bit to compensate was my idea. So. I was just going to do a half hemisphere to match it on the inside, but it honestly could just be a regular ball as well, just a small ball. And the small ball doesn't really help too much because it's going to have to be, because of the lack of depth in here, because of how small this hemisphere is, it would need to be very small, and it might slip out the top, point being. So, let's look at this. This is a diameter of 24, it looks like, on the inside there. So we'll go for like 22, and then we'll align it, and we should be fine. 22, and the height on this guy is, well, let's come back to the foot and get my drawing. Let's see. There we go. That guy. Not that guy. Huh. This guy. The height is... I do not see a measurement on that. Height is 32 divided by 2 is 16. The height of 16. Although it's 16 to the top. And then... So let's check this really quick then. Actually, no. What is this shell? 4? So 4 off the top then, that would mean? Because it's only a radius. It's not both sides in this case. So 16 minus 4 is 12. So we make it like 10 and we call it a day. I guess that sounds right. So leg. Turn them on. That might actually be way too big for the size of our leg right now. Yeah, we'll see what it looks like. Might not look too bad, goofy, and like, you know, might not be that big of a deal. Only thing I'm thinking now is, remember how I went to the point, I extended to the point in order to get a flat bottom on here. I think that was probably incorrect. I should probably do this to get a perpendicular bottom. Oh shoot. Try that again because it accidentally joined with the other thing. There we go, flat bottom, and then we need to make sure to turn off, not that body, no. Turn that off. Where is that one? Okay. There we go. Cool, 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 cool. There's that. And then we can grab the mid plane. There we go. And draw the circle in there. And this is 12. So there's that. And then we just need to connect it. So actually, our connection point matters, doesn't it? Let's hop back over here. What is this? This is 13 millimeters. All right, so we're fine because this is 8 millimeters right here. So we can actually just bring this straight up, it looks like. Project, or actually intersect. And then toss our lines in. Tangent. Oh, we actually can't go tangent. I take it back. Because of the size difference, we need to do a center point. Double line. 2 double lines in a stream. Very nice. There we go. And I can go this up and down, right? So let's go tangent to that. Yeah, I guess that's where we're at right now. So now we can come back in, and that needs to be, let's see. So actually, I'm going to keep this guy solid. And then this needs to go through here. There we go. And then we'll revolve that. Do we revolve this guy as well? Let's see what happens. Revolve. That, and that. Yeah, it doesn't quite work. Nope. Ah, you know what? It'll be fine. Join. Are we not in? No, we are in the leg. In the wrong leg, though. I am not going to worry about switching that sketch over. We're just going to use it there. Revolve. Join. There we go. And now we see how ridiculous this looks. Turn the linkage on. Come up here. Modify a line. Whoops. Modify a line. Okay. Did the base get all wonky on me? Better check that. Okay, no. Looks like the base is fine. Okay. So yeah, that is quite big. And the funny thing is that I thought I said 12, and obviously that is a lot smaller than 12. I said 36, right? Or 32? 16? Yeah, 16 minus 4. I said 16 minus 4 is 12. Huh. Where did I bad maths? Sketch. Ball joint shell. So this was 32, so that's 16 from there to there. Minus my 4 shell. Should be 12, right? Let's take this inspect. Turn that off right quick. I mean, heck, that's saying 10 even. Oh. I did 12 on the other thing, didn't I? I did 12 on the diameter, didn't I? Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Z, Z, Z. Y, I guess. No, Z. Y. You know what? Let's do that. That way I don't have to undo most things. Come up here to, not leg, this leg, because that's where we ended up putting it. There's that. Yeah, so that was 12 there. That was not supposed to be 12. Capture position. 12 is supposed to be there. Finish. Good job. What are you doing here? You are... I have no idea why you're here. You're supposed to be like that. Alright, and let's delete that, I guess, because it's all sorts of weird. Align. Let's align the other way. That to that. Capture position. What is my diameter here? That is a radius of 4.75-ish. I'm just thinking. If we went to 9. Too much thinking. Alright, so we are in Mech right now. New component, legs, toss that in here, circle pattern, components, leg, select, there we go, 4 of them, okay, and come back up top. Okay, so keeping in mind, so the linkages might look a little small. Honestly, probably not too bad. They maybe could have, maybe the trick here was to extend them out a little bit wider, but frankly, even if you take a look at the top, that's not a bad size base right there where it's at right now. Right, that's reasonable. So honestly, they probably are in a decent place. And once we add the top portion on it, you imagine the top portion looks something like this. I guess I'll use polygon. Eight. You know, looks something like this, right? At that size, honestly, the rest of it does not look too much out of place. Even the feet look decent, so I think that's actually good. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm going to call that a stream. Been streaming for 2 hours now. Would have hoped to get this actually done in the first, in at least one stream. But, well, at most one stream is what I meant. However, that is obviously not the world we live in, as I previously stated. Well, as I always say, I mean. So, that is going to be the full stream. I just want to really quick grab these guys. Whoops, this is supposed to be feature. Grab these guys. Axis. 4. Let's see how well it copies. Looks like it copied fine. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, that is the entirety of the base done in that case. And then, just because I don't think, I mean, maybe we add some more things onto the base. We'll have to consider that, like maybe some fuel tanks down here. Yeah, maybe we add some fuel tanks on the bottom. But otherwise, the next stream I do for this will be the top part, the actual capsule part. So, look forward to that. Again, as stated at the beginning of the stream, this was intended to be a chill, laid-back stream. Just because it's art stuff, it's not really being super serious. And obviously, we were not super serious because our legs literally do not work. But that is fine. That is fine. Only nerds are going to notice. Only nerds are going to notice. Also, I'll come back and I'll delete these guys off, since these guys are now unnecessary. Funny thing is that actually, if I reposition this, get rid of this collar and reposition this to go down to here, just get this lined up correctly, would that work? No, it wouldn't work because these guys are fighting each other still. Let's see, is it possible to get these guys not fighting each other? Okay, so if they twist, so if this part right here twists, then as one retracts, the other one goes past. Although this joint here would have to be different because this joint actually needs to pivot as well. So this needs to be a compound joint, a compound pivot joint. A coupler. It needs to be a coupler. That's the word I was looking for. So if we made this a coupler right here, so it can twist in 2 directions, or in multiple directions, 2 axes at least, then this could kind of work. Emphasis on the kind of work. And this part right here, I'm not too sold on, but because obviously, if this is twisting, if this is going in multiple directions, then this cannot be solid in here. This all cannot be solid. This actually needs to also twist. But hey, like I said, so long as people don't notice, right? Alright, cool. So yep, that has been the stream. Again, I'm gonna probably do this stream not tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. Again, LiteLike, the LiteLike recap does not take terribly long to do, so we might pop back on tomorrow after that, although that may not give me very much time. So if I get on like 9, get the recap done by 9:30, I don't particularly want to be going till like 11:30, right? I don't want to be streaming till 11:30. So maybe not tomorrow. Maybe we'll say Friday if I can get it in before D&D, assuming we have D&D. I haven't talked to the guys yet to see if we have D&D. So tentatively Friday, otherwise Saturday for the next design stream, which again we'll be continuing this. And as I've said, the rest of the stuff is getting worked on, so look forward to updates on that. And yep, that's everything. So if you guys have been watching, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great and wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world. And I will catch you next time.